All right, Saturday afternoon fights. Here we are at Andrew's place with his amazing MDF terrain that he designed and made himself, which deserves a couple minutes of just going through that. But let's first do the deployment, and then we can go through the awesome buildings we have here. We are playing 71 points. We're playing free-for-all. You're playing the British. I'm playing the Free French that are really Americans with some Armored Fist Churchill support. So let's go through what you've got in your list there, Andrew.
Sure. So first, before I forget, I got a plane, 2 Hurricanes. They're in up flying around somewhere. Hopefully they'll show up this game.
Yeah.
I've got some 6-pounders right behind a small motor platoon, hoping to dig in on the objective.
Right.
Some 1725s, nice vantage point. We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
So hopefully they'll get some good shots off on some armor.
So they got line of sight down that street.
Yeah, exactly.
And line of sight down that street there.
Yeah, so there's some solid arcs there, as long as they're able to draw a line on something. A little more dug in on this objective, or hoping to dig in on this objective. 2 spearheads. I've got
your dingoes here are counting as just more of these.
They're the same.
Yeah, because they don't have the bigger gun.
Yeah, so basically these guys here, the ones with the wheels, go with the mortar platoon. And the ones with the tracks go with the honeys.
With the tracks.
So
Sounds
that's
good.
basically the way I keep them separate. I put them on a small base just so that they're the right size.
Yeah.
And then I've got basically just a little honey. They're actually New Zealanders because I wanted to take them too.
Yeah.
So they're here.
Oh, and that's why you have to take the. So this is Div Cav. That's why you have to take these.
Yeah, exactly. I think I have to have them regardless, but the composition is different with the New Zealanders. So
yeah,
I went with the New Zealander.
And I think you have stuff in the
right in
upper
here.
deck.
You got it.
Some Vickers.
Some Vickers up on the top floor there, looking to hopefully shoot some infantry as they come over the edge.
Yes.
We'll see what happens.
I would have prevented all of this spearhead shenaniganry, but unfortunately, 3 Churchills was quite a lot of points for me, so I'll go through my list. Despite the fact that they've got the Free French logos on them. Although, to be fair, this is like, I mean, with this big of a city in a desert, it's probably like Morocco or one of those northwest African cities like Tangiers, maybe. Fighting the Vichy French. We'll just pretend those Churchills are Charbies. But anywho, I have an Armoured Rifle Company. This is one of the Armoured Rifle platoons. So 5 half-tracks, a bunch of dudes, 5 bazookas. I've got 81mm armored mortars who are in this this sparse forest here. I've got my 2IC and HQ stands by their HQ half-tracks over here. I've got some 37mm, no captured 25-pounders because I think that's stupid. Lastly, I've got another armored rifle platoon over here, with their half-tracks over here, and I do have the Churchills over here. There's not too much. I mean, while the table looks fantastic, I was really hoping to. They're literally placed behind this tree, so I can roll some ones on my 2+ cross checks very shortly. Before we get started, before I forget, I was stunned when you said that this is terrain that you designed and made. So it's all MDF, and you can see it's all the same, like width roughly. So it's all from the same sheets of MDF.
Yeah, you can see it there real easily there.
Yeah. And so all of the roofs all come off, obviously. Even the roads you did and you sanded down the sides, it looks like here.
Yeah, I just cut them. I just cut them on the table saw. The only ones I used the laser cutter for was the curves, because the curves are harder.
So the roads are done with the table saw.
The straight roads are all done with the table saw. Yeah.
Cool.
But everything else.
I mean, there's even a little gas station over here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you just need to get some walls going, and then we're ticking
Yeah, and like you said, everything comes off, like every level.
Yes.
You can fill it up. So, like, for Team Yankee, it'll be awesome because you can just fill it up.
Yes, yeah, I definitely want a bunch of these for my desert my Desert Team Yankee stuff.
And, yeah, for sure.
All right, well, that's how we deployed. We'll roll dice. So you guys to go first, and then catch up turn 1. All right, Andrew, you won the roll to go first.
I quote unquote won. So I didn't get to call for planes.
No.
But I got to move my tanks up here. Bail 2 and kill 1.
Crucially, the one that's killed is one of the 50s that can hurt these guys back.
Exactly. That was sort of my hope there.
Yeah. These guys took pot shots downrange there.
Yep. We dropped another one here, which is awesome. But only 1 hit out of 3. Still not horrible by any stretch. These guys fired. They bailed one.
Yeah.
I did. First off, I did try to dig in. Everybody is hesitant on digging in. I guess it's the desert sand, except for these guys who were clutch because I really wanted to make sure they did dig in. So worked out well. The HMGs did. Oh, sorry, and I got first blood because I killed a stand here with these guys.
And it's the classic Napoleonic battle of British versus French because I'm free French. So.
Exactly. So
my guys aren't running away this time.
No, but if you had to test, they would run because that's just the way it would work. With the French.
Yep.
Cool.
All right. Cool.
All right.
So now it's my turn. We'll see what I can do.
You got it.
So on my turn too, I attempted to remount my half tracks, and now I realize that the remount is 6+. Oh my God! Now I know why almost nobody uses Americans. But they're French, so it makes sense they wouldn't want to get back into their burning wrecks. So I moved some bazookas into this building. Need 5s to hit. I killed one, bailed one. Over yonder, I moved my 37s down, took some pot shots, missed. Dashed these guys up, walked these guys up, left. So cunningly, when I deployed, I left the platoon leader here so he could range in with the mortars at the pheasants, but they are only ranging on a 5+ and then a 6+ because of the way the building is laid out. So yeah, that sucks. And I cross country. Again, these used to be slow tanks, and then cross countrying 14 is insane on them. So I moved them so that the buildings are covering my advance from the only thing that can hit them, which is the 17-pounders. So that is my turn 1. We'll see how much pressure he can put on my slim pickings over here for his turn 2. So Andrew's turn 2. It was a turkey shoot.
It was less than effective.
Well, okay, it was less than effective. Let's look at all the dead models that are over here, despite all these 3+ and bulletproof cover saves that I failed.
Yeah.
But that being said, he only killed, I think, 1 bazooka, and they're pinned.
Yeah. And so not enough to force a test on the infantry.
No.
A lot of saves from the guys in the building, so they did well. We'll see how many of my Stuarts are left after next turn. May not be
I have to
many.
unpin.
Yeah. All right, sure.
So we'll see if I can do that. Turn 2 coming up for me. So my turn 2, my guy is unpinned, thanks to Determined on a 3+. I bazookaed his HQ vehicles, but it only was able to bail them out.
Yeah.
So hopefully they don't get back in. Again, tried to range in with the mortars, useless. And the Churchills are in position to next turn start mopping up face, apparently. So we'll see how that pans out. On to turn 3.
Gonna be intense. Oh, no, sorry, I'm not done. These guys.
Yeah.
They were just going to shoot at...
Infantry, long range, no HE.
No. Bazooka, long range, no HE? Or infantry, long range, no HE?
Obviously bazooka, long range, no HE.
Yeah. So 4 shots at the bazooka.
Because actually if you kill him, you win the game. Why? Because you started the game within 4 inches. And you'll clear him off, which is why he's there. True. So actually this is for the game, as it turns out.
On 6s, eh?
Yeah. No, 3s, 4s for long range.
5s.
Yeah.
1.
Oh my god. Can you imagine if I fail this and lose the game?
No, wait. No HE. Need a 6. I did need a 6.
3s, 4s for long range,
5s for no HE. Right. It's fine.
Alright, so now you're done. So, as we were alluding to, He shot and killed a whole bunch of dudes. I actually didn't kill that many. Crucially, this guy's still alive.
Your commander, though. I killed one of your guys and the commander.
Yeah. And then over here, he moved these guys up for some rear armor shots into here. I was able to...
Yeah, it did absolutely nothing. I had one firepower to bail.
Yeah, next turn I'm going to hopefully wipe out some dudes over there.
Yeah.
So my turn 4 coming up. So I really wanted to see how the Churchills did. But first, I wanted to soften up these 6-pounders before I assaulted them in the side. So, I didn't even do the shooting over here. I got so excited. So I brought in the 50 cal half tracks. I did 4 hits on the 6-pounders. Not enough to pin them. My Churchills that were behind this little shack here passed their cross checks to be about roughly halfway past here. Mm-hmm. Then I did a follow me move.
Passed across again.
Passed their cross checks. It's on a 2+. And then I assaulted. One got bailed out from defensive fire from the 6-pounders. I assaulted, killed the 6-pounder that was right where these infantry are. And then the infantry, both sides passed their counterattack. Now the guns can't move up because they're guns. It's only tank or infantry teams can counterattack. So the infantry counterattack with the sole motivation, they can't hit me with anything because I'm top armor 2. So all they did was come into here, bang their fists on the side of the Churchills, and my guys...
Well, they did scare you.
They did scare me because I rolled a 1.
Yeah, so you're going to break off.
So now I'm going to break off. But the unfortunate part is, see how this is a bailed out Churchill? And what does Andrew always take? That's right, folks. I just lost one of my Churchills.
Or I gained a Churchill. I don't know how you want to look at that. I view it as a...
Well, no, but then all you got to do is shoot one of my Churchills, bail it out, and then my platoon is only down to 2, and then they run.
True. Very true.
Which is pretty epic. So now I've got to break off, you capture my Churchill, and then take it. Mm-hmm. Lame. Just in case it matters, and it doesn't, I moved guys inside the buildings. He moved his guys outside of 8 inches. Basically here I'm just trying to last as long as I can. I was hoping that this was going to pan out.
Yeah, because you could have pushed me off right there.
Yeah, it would have been great to just walk up each one of these guns. But this is why, this highlights, put infantry in front of your guns. Even if it's a small motor platoon. The British Bulldog is actually what did it, because you rolled a 3.
Yeah.
If it had been any other army, they would have ran.
Yeah,
they would have ran, and then I'd be chewing up all of these guns and moving 4 inches every turn and hopefully wiping them out. Anywho, that's the end of my turn 4. Let's on to turn 5, where I get to be shot at by Churchills in the flank. Sweet. So on Andrew's turn, his Churchill couldn't touch mine. Neither could the 17-pounders. Neither could the 6-pounders. My armor was too good. He did kill a couple of dudes. Yeah. Christ's sakes. Just taking pictures here. And then over here, he had set himself up. He moved up so he could assault the 2 guys that I had sacrificially put out. He actually did kill one in shooting and then assaulted the other one and wins the game over here.
But you did have bazookas shooting back at me.
I had bazookas, but I needed 5s and 6s because I was pinned and you were behind the Rex. So, oh yeah, and over here in a fit of hilariousness, turns out those mortar half-tracks have AMGs.
Yeah.
So I couldn't shoot. I couldn't hit him, but I couldn't shoot him down. But I did hit one of the 2.
So if we'd gone to another turn, you would have had 1, 2 tests, I guess.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have even been that big.
No, I mean it's a 6-1 or 8-1 or whatever it's called. Yeah, but thanks for the game.
Yeah, it was a good game. It was interesting. We looked up a lot of rules. Took a little longer than usual, but we looked up a lot of the specifics in the rules, which is great. And I captured another tank, which is awesome.
Hopefully that's the last time I got to face Scout Honey Stewart's. I tried buying the Armored Fist book today, but nobody had ordered it in time, even though today's release day. And none of the 4 stores that sell Flames of War had them. Not one.
In Ottawa, yeah. But that's a good point you mentioned. So you were saying that the Scout Tanks card,
it's getting changed,
is not going to give you it's not going to be 1 point for all the honeys
in a force
in your force.
It's going to be 2 points for every single platoon, which in standard Battlefront mode is way too bad.
It's going the other direction.
What they should have done is it should have been 2 points for all the tanks that can take it per formation. Nobody would have a problem with that. No one.
So it's a bit...
But now you're going to make it so that 0 people will ever use it again.
But so, I'm alright with that because...
That's brutal.
I'll be moving 12 inches a turn with my guys instead.
That's true, and that would have actually paid off. Yeah. So again, the Battle of Tangiers, you know, against the Vichy French, because I was going to say they're Vichy French this time, pays off for the plucky British.
Yeah, totally.
So thanks for the game, and we'll catch you next time, and hopefully I can get my hands on some of these cool buildings.